Good morning, everybody. I am inside this morning for the real estate walk and talk. Good morning, everyone. I am fired up to be here with you. I am inside this morning for the real estate walk and talk. I've been crushing some work in the morning and wanted to make sure I brought you guys up to speed with what I've been doing since 5 a.m. in the real estate world. So I posted an article last night about Fannie Mae's predictions on the number of home sales and also what they predict for pricing. I thought that was really applicable. And it is directly related to the concept of months of inventory. And that's something that I talk about all the time. And so I wanted to share some of that data with you. And for those of you who are joining the live Q&A, if you have questions specifically about months of inventory, I know we're going to talk about it. You can go to www.jwbliveqa.com if you want to join us. It's today at 12:30. There's a link in the description. Would love to see you there. So months of inventory is this measurement that we track. We've been tracking it all the way since 2014, and it's a leading indication of where pricing goes. And so an equilibrium market where you had an equilibrium number of buyers and sellers is between 6 to 7 months of inventory. And that would lead to historical averages for home price appreciation, which in Jacksonville, the historical average since 1991 is 4.3% appreciation on average year over year. So if you have less than 6 months of inventory, that would be a leading indicator for higher than normal home price appreciation. If you had more than 7 months of inventory, that's an indication for downward pressure on pricing. Doesn't mean depreciation. It just means appreciating at a lower rate than 4.3%. And the more and more you go for months of inventory, the higher the pressure for downward prices. And the opposite, if it's lower than 6, the lower the months of inventory, the higher the pressure on prices. So that's really what we use to track where we think pricing is going. And we've been doing this again since 2014. To give you some perspective, since 2016, we haven't been above 3 months of inventory in Jacksonville. Since 2014, I think we are at 6 months of inventory once or twice. So we've been in a seller's market where you would expect higher than normal home price appreciation for many years now. And that's just setting the stage going into coronavirus time. Now, coronavirus is different, right? For anybody who tells you they know exactly what's going to happen to pricing in the immediate short run, they don't know, right? But what this is telling you is that the market was strong and actually suggesting higher than normal home price appreciation prior to coronavirus. So now here's the real data. So in April, we had 8,243 homes in the market. In Jacksonville, we had 2,711 sales in the previous month. That gets you an MOI, months of inventory, of just over 3 months of inventory. So that's where we are. Now, you wouldn't have expected to see the effects of coronavirus yet in the data that I'm showing you. So I'm going to continue to keep you updated here, but that's really where we were before. And then with the article that I just posted that Fannie wrote, what it talked about is that the decision that sellers are making now. So if you're not a distressed seller, if you don't have to sell, the decision that sellers are making right now is just not to list their home or to withdraw listings from the market, which decreases inventory, right? So we definitely expect that we're going to see a drop in the number of sales due to coronavirus, but we also are seeing that sellers are making what I would expect to be a normal decision right now, especially if you have an occupied home, right? You don't want people walking through your house right now, so you're just making the decision to pull your listing from the market. It's decreasing the amount of inventory. And that is a big factor for months of inventory. Months of inventory just measures supply and demand. That's always what leads to pricing, either increases or decreases. And so I'm going to keep you guys posted on supply and demand, months of inventory. And I hope you'll join me on the live Q&A today. We'll see you there at 12:30. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.